Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillahi walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillahi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. When Allah Almighty tells us that He has created us in order for us to worship Him and that He shall test every one of us, sometimes people feel, well, it's so boring to be on earth, only to be tested. Not realizing that being on this earth is not the aim. The aim is what comes after this. This is only a pastime, or should I say, a passing place. Ad-dunya darul mamar, wal akhiratu darul maqar. Fakhudhu min mamarrikum li maqarrikum. The world and this life is a passing place. The hereafter is the everlasting place. So take from your passing place only that which will benefit you in your final, ultimate, eternal place, which is the hereafter. Now, how can I prove that Allah Almighty created me to test me? It's quite simple. None of us has the full package, not one. No one has the full package. No matter who you are, no matter what you have, it's not the full package. You will definitely have some things and you will not have some things. You might have some things that facilitate for you an easy life in certain aspects on earth, but some things others will have that do not have what you have. It's amazing. That's Allah. So you have a person really wealthy, but sometimes maybe they have family problems. And you have someone who's not so wealthy, but they have the best family relationships. And then you have someone really good looking, but they just can't find the spouse. And then you have someone who the world considers mediocre. And why I say the world considers mediocre is because the world can say, this is pretty, this is not so pretty. And that keeps changing over time. You know, long back it was a little bit different. Now it's becoming a little bit different. But Allah's created everyone pretty and handsome and good looking in their own right. So to say the world considers someone good looking, yet they may have an issue and a problem in some other aspect of their lives. When people look at you, they might think, I don't think this person has a single problem. Agreed? But you know that I have so many problems, so many issues. I struggle with my children sometimes. I struggle with my parents, my in-laws, my health, my work, my whatever it might be. It is never that you can have the full package, because perfection is for Jannah, it's for paradise. If Allah had created perfection for this earth and this worldly life, there would be no purpose in creating paradise. But He wants us to go through challenges. I want to tell you something. How many of us think that I've got so many problems, I just wish I didn't have these problems? Well, it's good. You make dua to Allah, you call out to Allah, you cry to Him, you get closer to Him because you have problems. At times, if you didn't have those problems, you wouldn't get closer to Him. But what you don't realize, and this is a very deep point, sometimes as a result of doors that Allah closed for you, He's opened for you what He actually gave you beyond other people. So say, for example, you're a very wealthy person. One example, just an example. You're a very wealthy person. Perhaps that wealth has come to you because it's part of your package where Allah did not give you certain things, and you asked Allah and you cried to Allah and you got close to Allah and you were patient for certain things, and because of that patience, Allah opened other doors. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Allah says, indeed, in Surah Al-Sharh, indeed with hardship comes ease. Not necessarily the same ease. Not necessarily connected to that hardship. It could be a different ease. One hardship in your life could have opened a door somewhere behind that you didn't realize was connected to this hardship. So thank Allah. If you can manage what Allah's put in your direction, while asking Allah to alleviate it and working towards its alleviation, keep thanking Him, because it's only if you thank Him that you're going to get more. Many of us don't realize Allah put a problem in your life that you can manage. And there's nobody on earth who doesn't have a problem. So if He takes that one away, He has to give you another one. Because you have to have something at least that you're tested by throughout your life, from the beginning to the end. It's either big or small. If you can manage something and you're coping with something, remember to thank Allah for it, because it could have been bigger than what it is. It could have been worse. Aren't we as believers taught that whenever something goes wrong in your life, you should say, it could have been worse, and thank Allah? You went through some challenge, you lost a job, you lost a limb, your health, perhaps you struggled with your health. You tell Allah, oh Allah, I thank you, it could have been worse. It's not easy to thank Allah when you're in hardship, but that is one of the ways to remedy the heart. Healing the hearts is a very important topic. It's not the first time we have this theme, but definitely every time we talk about it, it heals the heart even more, because you know what? Repetition helps you. Allah Almighty tells us, repeat, because indeed the reminding, the continual reminding will help those who believe. وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Remind, for indeed the reminding helps those who believe. We repeat things. We continue helping each other. We continue talking about certain things in order for us to realize. When a person says it once, sometimes we might not pick it up. They say it again, we may not pick it up, we pick up a little bit. When they say it a third time, it sinks in finally. So I want to tell you, your package, you need to understand it. You need to thank Allah, I am coping. Allah does not allow any soul to be burdened with more than it can shoulder. Allah will never test you with something beyond your capacity. But He tells you, if you bear patience regarding what I have chosen for you, then for you is paradise. Because patience is an act of worship that is so high and so great. It is designed by Allah in order to bring you closer to Him, in order to soften your heart, in order to heal your heart as well, in a way that the ultimate reward is you sailing through in the hereafter to paradise. إِنَّمَا يُوَفَّى الصَّابِرُونَ أَجْرَهُمْ بِغَيْرِ حِسَابٍ. Allah recompenses those who bore patience with a reward that is unlimited. So when you're going through problems, just thank Allah. Oh Allah, I thank you. It's tough. Help me through it. I'm not saying don't ask Allah to help you, and I'm not saying don't do anything about it. But I am telling you to thank Allah and to bear what is called a beautiful patience. Beautiful patience should not make you ugly because you are struggling. You know, I want to give you an example of my beloved mother. She used to have an issue with her arthritis.